How are you doing?
So far so good. What about you?
So far, so good. Exactly. Well, I could say the same, no? So far, so good, except then we have a cat appear on the scene. So just let me get rid of my cat who's
I see.
decided to come and see you. He's our Amazonian panther.
my my cat. He was right over here with me, but I I put him out.
Yeah,
He,
sure, sure. Sometimes they're a bit insistent, they like to come and participate. Yeah,
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 but
exactly.
I love them. I love them.
Yeah, no, mostly it's very nice and it gives you something else to talk about, of course. So
Yeah,
obviously you have a cat then, right?
yeah, I do. He's just a baby.
A baby. Oh, so a kitten. Could you call him a kitten?
Yeah, he's still little. He's like 4 months old. So yeah, it's
Oh,
a
yes, yes, he's still a kitten, exactly. Okay. So thank you for your messages and maybe we can talk a little bit more now about your channel unless you've got something specific in mind.
No, in fact, I don't. I just I just want to talk, about anything. Just talk. Yeah, to practice a little bit. But
Of
I
course.
still. Are you better from the code that you had?
Not 100%, which is why I said let's leave it for now. No, because my voice is quite croaky. My throat is quite sore, and I'm still a bit kind of grotty. Grotty, we
Yeah,
say. You know that
I,
word, grotty?
yeah. I see, but I wouldn't mind having the voice like yours if I was to speak English.
Oh, well, it's I'm not at my best in that sense. So, I just feel I don't want to push my voice at the moment too much because I spend about 8 or 9 hours a day on Cambly as it is,
Oh my
and
God.
I had the flu over the weekend and I didn't want to cancel any lessons. So I'm trying to be kind to myself. That's sometimes the most difficult thing, right?
I see. And you have to take care of yourself.
Well, that's what I mean. We need to take care of ourselves, but often we don't do it. Do you find? Do you take good care of yourself?
No.
No.
Total, total no. No,
No.
sometimes I feel a little bit of pain. Sometimes I feel tired. I could do something else in order to get myself better, but sometimes we are just so lazy.
Yeah, that's true. Well, lazy or we have other commitments, right? That are sometimes difficult to break. If you've
Yeah, for
committed
sure.
to something. Mm,
Yeah, we have to study, we have to work, we have to do a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of hard to find the time for ourselves to take care of ourselves. So I think that's it.
right, right. So how do you generally do that though? How do you find time for yourself and what do you do with the time?
So basically, right now, I'm just working and I'm trying to learn language. I love learning language, talking to people. And this year, I decided that I was going to improve my English and all the levels. I think my listening is quite good. I'm able to understand almost everything. But this year, I decided to improve my speaking since that was something that I never did. That's why I told you that I that I was sharing my lessons on my YouTube channel that I just started because it motivates me. It motivates me because I like to rewatch the lessons. I like to see the mistakes that I made. I like to see what can I improve and what I'm doing right. And I think it's the same for other people. Before I took lessons here on Cambly, I watched a lot of videos, from other people talking on Cambly, and I thought, wow, that's so cool. I'd like to do it. I'm gonna be able to get to know a lot of different teachers and to learn a lot from them. And yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, here you are. Well done. Yes, yes. Congratulations, because it's great to set a goal and achieve it then. Yeah. So so you have a plan to what is the plan with the channel? Is it lots of different content, or is it focusing on languages or travel? What's your plan?
It's totally focused on language, So far, I've been learning four languages, which is English, French, German, Italian. Of course, English is the best one. It's the one that I'm trying to improve the most. I think it's the most important. And my plan is just to share my lessons, is to see the updates throughout the year, And also, I'm talking to a lot of people. They always ask me how I'm learning. So, through my lessons, I like to ask the teachers a few different questions, to try to learn different vocabularies, to try to see the language learning process through a different perspective. And yeah, I think it's basically that.
Yeah, that's great. That's great, especially that other people will be able to benefit from what you're doing as well.
Yeah,
So
and I
I
think
think, yeah, sharing is very good. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, because as I told you, I was watching. I still do. I watch a lot of other people videos because I like to see what they are doing, in order to improve. And I like to see the mistakes, the things that they're doing right, because I can learn from them and also from the teachers. I think that's important, to learn from our mistakes and to improve what we are doing right.
Right. No, that's key, isn't it? Not to be afraid to make mistakes, because that's the way we learn, actually. So,
Yeah.
mistakes are mistakenly named mistakes.
Yeah. And other thing that I like to share is because I'd like to that people notice that it's not important to speak perfectly, or fluently. You can start from the beginning, if you don't know a lot of things, you can still do it. That's not something impossible, you just have to take the courage. You have to find, of course, a good teacher that he or she is gonna help you, and you just have to do it.
Yeah, no, that's very good, very motivating. So, I'm intrigued because I spent a little bit of time in Brazil, very short time, but I wondered whereabouts in Brazil you are, or where you're from, or tell me something about your location.
So right now I'm living in the capital of Brazil, which is Brasilia,
Mm,
and I'm from Amazonas. So
mm, mhm.
have you ever been to any of those places?
Well, I've certainly been to the Amazonias, but not in Brazil. Not in Brazil, actually. I've been to Peru and to Colombia and to Ecuador. Um, but my good friend who lives here, he went to Acre, to oh, do I remember the name? It was a village in, well, of course, villages, and he went quite deep into the Amazons there, Amazonia. So yeah, we have quite a lot of connection with the Amazon, actually. So that's really nice to hear. But Brasilia, no, I was a little bit of time in Rio, Minas Gerais, um, then a little bit further south as well for a while.
But do you speak?
But it's such a huge country.
Yeah, but do you speak Portuguese?
No,
Oh,
not
sadly.
really, not really. I started to learn because the reason that we were visiting Brazil about 12 years ago is because we were looking for land to buy to live there. And
Oh, amazing.
yeah, yeah, and I started to learn Brazilian because I really liked it. I love the rhythm it has and the sound. and I preferred it actually to Portuguese from my neighboring country because I live in Spain. So Spanish is my second language. But
And
yeah, I didn't learn it enough to speak it, unfortunately.
unfortunately, so what part of England are you from?
I'm from the middle, the Midlands, the Midlands. So the Midlands is like Tolkien's Middle Earth, where the hobbits live. It's the shires, the Leicestershire, Nottinghamshire, or Shire. Leicestershire is where I'm from. So I am like a hobbit, really. I love the countryside. Um, but I left when I was 13. 13. So I've been living in Spain mostly for a long time and traveling and sometimes living in other countries, sometimes living back in my own country in London and different places according to the job or the studies I was doing. So, but the last few years I've been based in Spain, in Andalusia, in the south of Spain.
I see, I see.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, but would you rather go back to England or still live in Spain? What is your favorite?
Um, England's for me, England has changed so drastically. Um, I kind of, I have really good memories of England, but I think I wouldn't be able to live there now, and I certainly couldn't afford to live there now. So
Is
it's
it expensive? So, is it
sure.
expensive to live in England?
Yes, I think so. It's expensive. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, yes.
How much would you say is it to live in England nowadays?
Compared to what?
Spain, for example.
Okay,
Like,
I guess it. I guess without really looking at all the figures, it wouldn't surprise me if it cost three times as much as
oh my God.
Spain. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
definitely people with just the minimum salary, they're struggling there.
We're all struggling, right? We're all struggling. This is the time of recession, and who knows where it's heading. But I think many people are struggling because of high inflation and many other job losses and changes and difficulties that we're facing. So
I see,
yeah,
but
hmm
I'd say
yeah,
that it's kind of the same in every country, you know. For
hmm
at least in Brazil, it's the same. People are struggling a lot. They're just surviving. You know, they they work a lot. They earn just a little. But I'd rather be struggling in England than in Brazil.
Well, why do you say that? What image do you have in your mind of England?
I love football, you know, so I'd love to watch the Premier League match and yeah, talk about football.
Mm.
Here I do the same, but I'd rather watch the Premier League match.
Right. But do you mean you would like to go to the live matches then? The
Yeah,
live
like
matches. That's why you would like to be there.
yeah, probably
Yeah.
I'd be struggling the same as he, but I'd be doing something that I like.
Sure. Well, you've got to put it to the test, haven't you? This is the thing.
Mhm.
Everybody finds their way, and if you have a passion, you've got to follow that. You've got to follow your dreams, definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
But sum it up, it's expensive to live in England.
Well, I would say so. You need to ask the people living in England, of course, but I
Yeah,
know from my friends and from other tutors and so on that it's extremely hard because fuel prices are increasing, taxes are increasing, and basic food costs, transport, everything. Unfortunately, we need to change the world, Raphael. Are you ready? We need to
yeah.
make some serious changes.
Unfortunately, I have to say goodbye. We just have